And I can't tell you how much I appreciate this lady right here, my wife,
goodness.
because gardening is not her thing at all. It's just not. But she knows I love it, and so she's out here helping me, and she didn't have to do that. What's happening, Cog Squad? Gotta go do the chores this morning. But look, we have electricians here today, we have plumbers here today, and we have sheetrockers here today, all getting ready for us to spray foam. Well, we're not spray foaming it, but we're having spray foam installation put in Brooke's mom's house. So all the utilities and all this needs to be put in so they can spray foam it. The sheetrockers are here because we got that exterior wall of Brooke's mom's house that separates her house from the garage. One side of that needs to go up so the spray foam has something to stick to, but he's only doing that wall. Once we get the spray foam installation in and all the utilities done, he'll come back and finish sheetrocking. So that is going on. So that's what's happening in the Barndominium garage in Brooke's mom's house. What's happening on the farm is that we're fixing to do some chores, and then I think we may start planting some flowers in the flower farm in the big garden area. And I'm going to tell you our plans over there too, because I had our dear friend Tracy from Just Dig It Farm come over, and if you missed that podcast, go check it out, because she is so daggum knowledgeable when it comes to gardening and design, and she just, man, she helps us out a lot. So I had some questions over in the flower farm because I kind of wanted to know where to place things, and I was telling her what my vision of the flower farm is. I don't want it to look like a commercial style farm. I want it to be more coghilly per se. But for now, we are fixing to feed the farm, get everybody fed, check on all the subs over there and see what they got going on, and hopefully let's plant some flowers today. You know, that's my goal. I hope I can plant some flowers today. But we may have to run to town and get some stuff. We'll figure all that out, won't we, Moo Man? He's sitting there waiting on me so patiently. He's such a good fella. What's up, big boy? What's up, big boy? Ready for some breakfast? Yeah, ready for some breakfast this morning? We're fixing to get you some. Yeah, we're fixing to get it. What's up, Topper? And JoJo? Look at there's Nugget. What's up, Nugget? What's up, buddy? I know y'all ready to eat. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. All right, you have a good breakfast, buddy. Come on, Joe. Leave Moody alone. Joe is like a ninja. He'll swoop in when Moody comes up for air and start eating his food, and they get in a fight. Or not to say fight, really. And him and Moody get in a tussle. Then I have a hard time of getting Joe to come down here to eat his feed. And then it turns into musical chairs on the 40, you know? Nugget! Nugget. How you doing today, Nug? This is corn, buddy. You don't like corn. But your duck friends do. Come and get it. I just peeked at your feeder over there and it's completely full. But I know you like to get you a little bit in the mornings. Come on, get you some. Come on. Attaboy. And Scott's over there in the goat peeing this morning. What's Scott doing? What's up, Tip? Fifi? Bo Pete? Capri? Bootsy? Mildred? Big Peach? What's up, Peachy? Looks like somebody's already MaryCarl must have fed the babies this morning. See them all out there eating their scratch. I see you, Tommy, looking all beautiful. I think Scott has flew over And birds will do this. All of them. It doesn't matter which one it is. The turkeys are the worst. But Scott has flown over, and now he can't figure out how to get back over here. When all he has to do is just jump. A peacock can jump 6 foot flat-footed, so all he has to do is just jump, and he can get over here. And now he can't figure it out. The turkeys are the worst. Absolute worst. Yeah, I'm talking about y'all. I am. Seriously. Definitely talking about y'all. Alright, Scott, you'll figure it out, buddy. I don't want to go over there and try to catch him. That stresses him out so much. So I just let him figure it out on his own. Good morning, Q-Tip. How are you doing, baby? There's Ono. What's up, Ono? I want to show y'all that MaryCarl's sorry, Tommy interrupted us. Homing pigeon loft. Homing pigeon. Oh my gracious, I tell y'all what. I completed it yesterday. And so I wanted to show it to you. It turned out pretty cute. Look at here. There are her homing pigeons. Which, if you missed that video, these are the ones that you can release, you know, in a different location, and they'll fly back here, like passenger pigeons. But here is her loft. I'm not opening this up. Something gets out, I'm not gonna get in trouble for it. But we got it completely sealed up. We even put wire in the ground, covered that up. I built some stairs. Of course, she's got her homing pigeon door here, which probably won't be used for a while. But this is where they can fly in, but they can't fly out. But I did put a piece of wire mesh over it for now. But yeah, this is it. This is her homing pigeon loft. It is. It's turned out really cute. But she's super excited about this thing, y'all. Oh my gracious. Super excited. Super excited about this part of her aviary. I am hoping today is going to be different than it has been the last few days. The mornings are just gorgeous. It's 50 degrees right now. The sun's out. An ever so slight gentle breeze, but it seems like coming about 10 o'clock, big breeze. I mean, the wind is 15 miles an hour easily, with 18 to 20 miles an hour gust every now and then, it seems like, and it's just non-stop. So I'm hoping that today it's not going to be like that. All right, let's go start thinking about what we need to do here to get prepping. Oh my gracious, the alarm system's on it this morning. Getting the flower farm prepped, and we'll check on the subs. All right, so the subs got through. They didn't have to. Main thing was that we just wanted the outside walls done so the spray foam guy could come in and spray foam. But the sheetrock wall is up. The electrical is done on the outside wall, and he even said he was 75% done with the total electrical, and the plumbing's done on the outside wall. So now the spray foam guy can come and spray foam. How awesome is that? So now we can start rocking this flower farm. Let's get it going. So what we're doing on the rows are, we got 4-foot woven weed mat or weed fabric, and that's going to be our planting beds. And most of our flowers we're going to do 9 inches apart. There will be some that will be 12, but majority of everything will be 9 inches apart. We're doing 30-foot rows, and we're doing 2-foot pathways in between. So our first garden room here is going to have 26 total rows, and I did the math, and it's going to be right at 4,200 individual flower plants in the first room. It's a good many bit of flowers. We're gonna let the grass take over the pathways anywhere we don't have a weed mat. That's what we want to do. That'll help erosion, and we think it looks really, really cool. Now our next step is to actually burn holes in this woven weed mat so we can plant our flowers. Now, one thing, after we burn the holes in the fabric, we have to make a decision, because we're going to use drip irrigation out here, is that am I going to put the drip irrigation on top of this fabric, or am I going to put the drip irrigation under this fabric? That's something I'm going to research before I do that. I couldn't put it under the fabric without burning the holes first, because there would be a highly probability that I would burn the drip tape under the fabric, burning the holes out for the flowers. So going to do that last. Worst case scenario is if I do have to put it under here, I take up one side, flip this whole thing over, run my drip, flip it back over, and then restaple this side. We're fixing to take a break because Miss Tanya is on her way to bring us some bees. We're setting up for bees here on the farm. We have a local beekeeper named Tanya at Hidden Valley Farms, and she is going to bring honeybees to our farm. She's run out of room at her place, and she reached out to us. We already knew her. She's friends of ours. Reached out to us, and she was like, hey, I'm running out of room. I would love to put some honeybees at y'all's place. Be perfect for bees. And we're like, heck yeah, girl, bring them on. Going to make great pollinators for our entire farm. The fruit orchard, the vegetable gardens, the flower gardens. I mean, it's going to be perfect. And the bees should be really, 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 really happy. So she is coming by to bring her stands. She was going to bring some bees today, but it's quite windy today. And so she said she'd like to wait to a less windy day and figure out exactly where on the farm she thinks would be a good spot for the bees. Fixing to try to burn the holes to know where our plants are going to go. This should go quick. A lot of people, make a template where they cut the holes out, but all I got is the weed torch type torch, and from what my research is, it's hard to use that type torch with the template. It'll either burn the whole mat up, you can't get your weed torch in the hole just right. That's more for the handheld torches, which I don't have.
So what am I gonna do? Be the fire lady?
You can either be the torch lady and I move the template,
or the fire lady,
or you can be the
put the fires out.
You can put the fires out.
That sounds interesting.
Sounds interesting. Somebody's got to move the template and somebody's got to burn, and we got to hit it with a water hose.
Sounds like we might need 4 or 5 more people.
No, we're used to this. All right, so the torch was kind of a failure for us. It just didn't work right. I let it get super hot. I let it go to the, it was blue, and it would do like 1 or 2 and then quit. It wouldn't do another one, so it wasn't hot anymore. So then we thought maybe it was the water. You know, everything I said was spray it with water. So when we didn't spray it with water, it would start spreading. You know, the mat would just go like that. Either we ain't smart enough to do it with this type of torch, that there's another way that a lot of other people do it, and that's with the handheld torch. And we're thinking about running over to Tractor Supply and grabbing one and see how it goes. You up for it?
I'm up for it.
Okay, we're up for it.
I'm gonna drive it side by side though.
I'm gonna ride on the back.
Okay.
And like I always say, you know, there's more than one way to skin a cat, and you know, what works for one person may not work for you. And this is one of those examples, because that did not work at all. At all for us. I mean, the holes are right. That was one good thing. But it did not work though. Alright, so we're going to take two with this project. I found me a piece of scrap metal. I cut out holes 9 inches apart. So I got me a template. I wonder if we should spray it down.
Let's spray it down.
You want to try it? You going to spray it down?
We can try it with these old ones and see what happens.
See what happens? We'll try the one we messed up. So if it messes up, it won't be the end of the world.
Yeah, baby. Alright, let's lift it up and make sure it ain't still burning up under there. Perfect.
I think we probably need to wet it, don't you?
Yeah, but I think it's perfect.
That's gonna go fast.
Alright, let's start over here.
Okay.
Burn a hole in your britches.
Alright, so that definitely works. That works way better. Way better. Only thing that I'm halfway worried about is how much gas is it using. I just don't know. It's just hard to say, but it definitely works. The holes aren't perfect. They're like me. They ain't perfect, but they'll sure work. They sure will work. All right, so we are laying down drip tape on top of the fabric, but I'm running. I was debating on should I do 2 drip lines or 3. I went with 2 because my thinking is this drip line right here will serve this row, this row. This drip line here will serve this row and this row. That if I put one in the middle, it would overlap one row. Actually, it'd be 2 rows is it would overlap. And I'll see how it goes. I'll gauge it. If I see that it's not working properly, then I'll add another one. But she's coming along. I thought I may be able to plant some plants today, but there's just no way. The whole thing of the weed torch not working really set us back a couple hours. I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to plant the first flowers ever here on the 40 and the flower farm. As y'all can probably see, these things really need to go in the ground. Look at the roots on the zinnias. I know the Cosmo are going to look the same. See there? Looking good there with the Cosmo. Sunflowers, of course, it can be huge. Look at that root system. They really need to go in the ground. Look at that, way root bound. I didn't have time, or the weather wasn't being cooperative, so we just had to wait on the seedlings. It's been a really roller coaster ride with weather, and I think the whole nation's been that way. I don't think I'm gonna have time to actually physically hook the irrigation up with the connectors on the end, but just getting it laid out will be a huge plus, because with this rain system I got coming in, I'm not gonna really need any water for a few days. Here comes the garden buggy. My little beautiful garden help. We got little garden help everywhere today. All right, so we got it. The side by side or the beep beep loaded down. flowers. Alright, so we got sunnies or sunflowers. I just recently learned that the flower form lingo for sunflowers is sunnies. Took me a minute to figure that out. Had people asking me where I was growing sunnies, and I thought it was a new type of flower I ain't never heard of. But sunnies are sunflowers. Alright, I got Cosmo and I got zinnias. So I have at least 2 rows of zinnias. I'm gonna have 2 rows of Cosmo, and then our sunflowers will be these 3 rows right here. Well, we did it. We got all the flowers planted. How many was it?
760.
760. I think that's what our calculation is. And got them done. Fixing to turn the sprinkler on. Yes, we do have the drip irrigation, but I don't have it hooked up yet. That'll be a later thing. But for now, we do got the flowers in. And thank you so much for helping me.
You're welcome.
Big time. Couple of things. Number one, I probably won't do 6 beds at one time next time. I probably won't plant that many. I probably do them at 2 rows at a time. It's just way too much for us. Or either 3 rows at a time, not 6. Definitely not 6. I hope the wind's probably messing us all up. You know what I think though?
What?
Since we got all this done,
Yeah.
I might have to do a little flower dance.
Uh-oh. You know what?
What's that?
You kicked up a little dirt. I'd have been flat on the dirt. I kicked it up all right.
Do you want to dance?